Welcome to Powder Wig Machine. Today I'm going to be interviewing cosplayers. Let's meet our guests. We have Leo, Vicky, Andrea, and Gina. Now, I totally forgot what I was doing just now. Okay, if you could have one personality trait of the character you're portraying in this very moment, what would it be and why? Gina.
Oh, Morgan? Maybe the bloodlust? I'm not sure.
The bloodlust. Why the bloodlust?
She's a succubus. She's young and pretty forever. She does it through bloodlust. I dig her. I really like her.
Yeah. Vicky?
Sailor Mars, so she actually has like pyrokinesis powers, and I so identify with flames. So if I could just set anybody on fire, that'd be great.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Nice.
Leo?
Well, my character doesn't have like superpowers. He just kind of like fights.
You got that
So I
sweet ass
guess,
gem.
I guess like yeah.
Oh, wow.
The little thing. I guess courage, because he has like the courage to never stop giving up and
Courage
fighting.
is a superpower.
And then he has like super cool friends that do other cool things. So that's cool.
It's beautiful. Andrea?
Lady Deadpool's power to not give a crap. I admire that a lot about her.
So that confidence,
Yes.
that extroverted kind of confidence.
Absolutely.
Wonderful.
I want it so bad.
Please, sir, do you have these powers?
I do. They're actually in a shed over there. Our next question. Describe one of your earliest memories using the internet, everyone. Let's start with Andrea.
I used to play a lot of like little games on Newgrounds.
That's how it started?
Oh yeah, the stick death.
Stick death.
Yep. I used to
Leo?
play a lot of those.
Well, like yeah, you discover video games online, and then like also when I found out like you could like communicate with anyone in the world like by email and stuff,
Yeah.
and then also like
You
porn
started
and
pranking.
stuff.
Oh, porn.
You
Yes.
know, so it's just a magical.
So porn-
the internet's a magical place.
Porn was in the first year of the internet
Oh,
for you?
definitely not. It was just like I would like download like a piece of the picture every 15 minutes.
Yeah.
It was like super 90s, but
Yeah, the dial-up.
yeah,
Dial-up
that was exciting.
Vicky.
I remember that like I would get pissed because like every time I tried to call my friend, her like her phone would be like beep beep, and I was like, what the hell is that? And I asked her, I was like, why does your phone like not answer? She's like, it's because I'm on the internet. And I was like,
God,
Gina.
it didn't
LimeWire?
I remember.
LimeWire and maybe fan fiction?
That's what drove you to the computers?
I never AOL.
You were distrustful of wires before that?
Yes, I was always really nervous to talk to people on like email.
What, you thought the government was watching your conversations?
Government, my dad, everybody.
Our next question. So what are you a collector of? Or rather, what collects you? Let's start with Vicky.
I don't really collect a lot of things because like I grew up in like a big family, so like a lot of sentimental stuff went out the window. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
this is a nice shell that I got from this beautiful place that I went to, and my sister would just like break it because she was like 2, and I'd be like, well, I guess that didn't mean shit. So I didn't get to
Wow.
collect anything.
You didn't have something that you loved so much that you would bury it in the
Everything I
backyard,
loved.
like just visit it every once in a while?
No, everything I loved just got thrown away because it was just like no place to like hide it. Everybody would like find it or something.
That's sad and yet freeing.
Yeah.
Andrea.
Monitas. I collect little figurines.
Explain to the white people
Oh.
what monitos are.
Speak to the white people.
Manitos are just basically like little figurines.
I have a lot of them.
That's great. Gina, what do you collect?
Oh dear. I work at a
What
comic
don't you
shop.
collect?
I live in a miniature comic shop. I like collect statues. I guess the earliest thing I collected was VHS tape. I guess it's my Kotobukiya figures.
Ooh.
I have a ton of Kotobukiya figures. Not a ton, but it's getting there.
Getting there.
It's getting there.
Building on that.
Mhm.
Leo, I haven't forgot about you.
Majority of what I collect is like art. I've
Yeah.
accumulated so much art.
You're an art collector.
Yeah.
That's excellent. You guys want to take a break? You want to keep going? Rolling? Okay, because I didn't know if I would stop and keep going. All right, let's keep rolling. So our next question. When you were a child, were you in control of your fantasies? Or would your fantasies unwind while you watched them? Let's start with Andrea.
I had a really big imagination growing up. We used to play in our dad's junkyard, which he would have like abandoned boats, like washing machines and stuff. So we would always play back there. And sometimes yes,
Yeah.
but it
Got
was
some
super
good
fun.
Scar stories. Yeah.
But I mean, it was awesome because we would always find something completely new and take it apart or break it or put something together. It was pretty fun.
So were you in control of those fantasies? Was it half and half?
50-50.
50-50. Vicky, were you also 50-50?
No.
Did those dreams take you in
Maybe.
different places, those fantasies?
I definitely didn't have control on a lot of them because if I did, like a lot of them would. I don't know. Are we talking about like actual dreams?
We're talking
or-
about fantasies.
Okay.
So like you're
Well,
just
could-
kind of daydreaming. Did you
Not
take
even.
them where
No,
they...
I'd still fantasize that awful things would happen to me. Like I was
Yeah.
like, oh, we're gonna go on a trip. It's like, oh, awesome. And then I'd fantasize about the trip, let's say, and I'll be like, I bet that I'm gonna be the one person to die on the plane. Just one.
Just the one
Just
person.
one
That
person to
one.
die
She
on the damn
got
plane.
really bad food
And I was like,
poisoning.
and then I would think about how I was gonna like the funeral would go, and then like how people would show up, and I was like, who would come to the funeral? I was like, I hope like my friends would come, and like I hope like somebody would say
My
something.
grandma would come to my funeral.
Yeah, like my fantasies weren't really good things because I would fantasize about my funeral. So I don't think that I have any control.
Wow.
No.
Wow. Gina,
Did unwind. Okay, so
let's hear it.
when I was a wee lad, I've always been into comic books and stuff like that. So my fantasies were always like, oh, I'm gonna take my brother's '90s cards and I'm gonna draw these, and oh man, I want to be just like Storm from the X-Men. And then something magical happened. They made the '90s X-Men animated series. I saw it all, ladies. Well, that's what I did a lot. I did a lot of drawing. I suck now. It doesn't make sense because I'm not
Yeah.
nearly as good as when I was a kid.
I
Two
actually-
teenage years.
Your hands slowly turned into baby hands.
Sad. Don't look at my hands.
Can we get a shot of her hands?
These
Leo.
hands.
Leo.
These hands of mine.
I didn't have control.
Oh, you didn't have control.
Yeah, like,
you
if
were
I thought
watching
of
them.
something, I was just like, it's gonna happen.
Yeah? You want to tell us about one of those?
Oh
No.
Oh,
So, here's a fun one. What is your favorite breakfast cereal of all time? You know, since you
I'll
had
have a
such
heart
a
attack.
such a response to that, I'm gonna ask you first, Leo.
no.
What was it, man?
Damn. Like growing up or like
Growing up,
Lucky Charms,
Got
I
it.
guess? Or Fruity Pebbles? I don't know.
which one?
Lucky Charms.
Gun to your head.
Lucky Charms, man.
Lucky Charms.
Yeah. Because they're like nice.
All right, Gina.
Ah.
Gun to your head. Favorite breakfast cereal of all
Cinnamon
time.
Toast Crunch. I was ready for you.
Yeah. I was ready for that one.
Andrea, what is your favorite breakfast cereal
Golden
of all
Grams.
time?
But as a kid, I would hide the box in my room because when my sister ate it, she would get really, really bad gas, and she would intentionally sit on me just to fart.
There was something about the chemical compound of Golden Grams in her
I love
stomach
it.
that
A
would
lot of
just,
fiber. A
Yeah.
lot of fiber.
Vicky,
Fruity Pebbles
Fruity
because
Pebbles.
it changed the color of the milk at the end.
It would change the flavor of the milk.
And the
I guess
flavor
it all
of the milk.
does.
Also, like as I got older and like we got poorer, I guess, as adults, I started getting like fruity Dino bits, and that's
Oh,
just
yeah.
as good.
She
The
drank
bag
out
cereal
like
on the
me.
top shelf. Sir, could you get that for me? Sir, I'm poor. Could you get that for me?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Duh.
So our last question. Imagine an ex of yours, but don't say who. What cartoon villain would they be? Andrea,
Do you remember Tarzan?
you know I do.
The villain from Tarzan?
Yes. Wow.
That bad.
Wow.
If I could put him in that shed right there, just burn it down.
Oh dear.
Wow.
And I'll
Sit right where we're sitting.
That's not any kind of admission, unless that makes you want to watch the show more. Gina, ex of yours, what cartoon villain would they be?
Wario.
Wario.
I stand by that.
Excellent. Vicky.
Mojo Jojo.
Mojo Jojo.
Definitely had like a complex or something like that. He was so great, but he wasn't.
Wow, I didn't even ask you guys to expound upon it, really.
Oh, sorry.
But now we all know who they are.
It's
Leo.
ironic because I picked him from the Powerpuff Girls.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
He's like so persuasive and like nice, and like the way he approaches them. But,
Yeah.
Like, you know, his intention is evil, and they just like see through that bullshit.
You were the Powerpuff Girls in this?
Yeah.
Oh.
Obviously.
Duh.
Well, that was Powdered Wig Machine. I'd like to thank our guests today, Leo.
Oh my gosh.
Oh
my gosh.
Oh my god.
Gina.
It's Magenta.
Thanks for
I love
watching.
you in Desperado. Desperado's my jam.
Oh my god. Michelle Rodriguez.
Oh my. I love you in the Muppet Trailer, Danny.
Oh my god. Can we sign her